Hello children and hello mothers. I hope you're ready for the third episode of our Ramayana. In this episode I'm going to be telling you about what happened after Ramchandra ji, Sita and Lakshman left for the forest with their charioteer Sumantra. And of course when they were leaving, everybody was very sad. And even the birds were sad, the animals were sad, and they tried to stop them from going. But Ramchandra ji was very, very definite that he had to help his father keep his promise. So he said, if he has given a promise to Kaikeyi that I will not be the king here and Bharat should be the king, and that I should go to the forest for 14 years, I will definitely cooperate. And so he decided and he left. What a wonderful prince, and what a wonderful son, and what a wonderful human being Ramji was. So he was God incarnate. He had come to show us that, what are the more important things in life. He could have easily been selfish. He could have easily been angry, that what is this? I'm the eldest, I should be king. Why are you telling me to go? Tell somebody else to go. He could have fought and he could have cribbed or complained. He could have had a long face. He could have cried. He didn't do anything. He just accepted things as they were, and all he did was to be the backbone for his father, and he agreed to go. So this is something amazing about Ramchandra ji, and great value, kind of value is comes across through this act of his, something which we all can try to emulate in our lives, that if there are certain things that need to be done, they just need to be done, even if they don't suit us personally, but for the larger good we should do those things. So after Ramchandra ji went, but it was very natural for King Dashrath to be really sad, because he was his eldest son, he was the heir to the throne, and he was very, very fond of all his sons, and especially he was very fond of Ramchandra ji and Lakshman, and both of them had left. So he started falling ill. He was having headaches, he was stressed, and all this while Kaushalya used to take care of him. Now what happened was, one day when Dashrath was about to sleep and he was not being able to sleep, he was very stressed. So he confided a story to Kaushalya. So he told her that, what, I need to tell you something. So she said, what is it? What is the mystery? So he said, this had to happen. She said, what do you mean it had to happen? He said, when I was a young boy, once I was, at that time the royal princes and all these kings, they used to go hunting in the forests, and they would kill a deer or a lion and bring it back. It was a normal thing to do at those times. I'm talking about 5,000 years back. Now nothing of this is allowed, right? We don't kill animals. We're not allowed to kill any wild animal because animals are getting extinct. So we preserve wildlife. We don't do any such thing. And if we do anything like that, it is punishable. But at that time it was not, and it was a normal thing for a king to go hunting. So when he was going hunting, he heard some noise and near the riverside, and he took out his bow and arrow, and he just aimed without really seeing what he was aiming at, and he let his arrow go. And suddenly he heard screams. So he realized that instead of an animal, he had probably heard a man. So he ran to the riverside to find out who it was. And when he reached there was this young boy who had got hurt because of the arrow. And he had got hurt very badly and he died. And before dying, he told Raja Dashrath that he was actually at the river to take some water back for his blind parents who were sitting under a shady tree close by, and he said, can you take this water for them? And he told him that his name was Shravan, and he just died over there. Now King Dashrath was horrified. He was very guilty. and he didn't actually mean to kill any human being like that, and so he was really, really apologetic, but there was nothing he could do. So he took the pot of water, and he said, I took the pot of water and took it to the parents, and I gave them the water to drink, and they kept asking me, where is Shravan, where is Shravan? And I didn't know what to tell them, but then finally I thought that I should tell them the truth. So I told them that by mistake my arrow had hit him and he has died, but I will take care of you. So they said, what, you will take care of us? That is besides the point. The point is that you have killed our son, and because of that we we give you a shrap that you will also die without your son. You will also die in being stressed about your son's departure and his not being near you. So when you die, your son will not be near you. So this is what they told him out of anger. And King Dashrath said that because of what I had done at that young age, it is coming back to me now. Because this life is all about cause and effect. When we have made good causes, we get good returns. But even if a king has made wrong causes, he will get return. So life balances out everything in life. So this is another value which we need to learn. It's all about cause and effect. When we're doing the right things happen to us from the environment. If we do the wrong things, we get as a repercussion, it all comes back to us. So always try to do the right things, and always we should try to make good causes. But sometimes unknowingly also we can create such causes like Lord Dashrath did. He created a major negative cause in his life, and because of that Ram had gone, and after telling the story to Kaushalya, he cried a lot, and he just slept, and he died in his sleep. So it was very sad, and at that time even none of his sons were with him. Bharat and Shatrughan had gone to visit their Mamaji, their uncle, maternal uncle, in the land of KK, and Ram and Lakshman and Sita, they were in the forest. So it all came true that he died without having any of his sons next to him. So because of the curse of Shravan's parents, Raja Dashrath died with a broken heart without any of his sons with him. So at that time, it was a very sad situation. And when Bharat and Shatrughan, who had gone to visit their maternal uncle at the kingdom of KK, they came back, and they realized, they were told that King Dashrath has died, and KK was asking Bharat to become the king. So Bharat was very angry. He said, what is this nonsense? Ramchandra ji is older than me. He is my bhaiya. He is an older son, and he should be the king. So how can I be the king? It is wrong. But so Kekai was taken aback, because she never thought that her son Bharat would react like that. That he was so fond of his brother that he refused to even become a king. So, and she had talked to Dashrath and taken a promise only in the hope that Bharat should be king and she should be the king's mother. So in a minute, like, Bharat cancelled all that, and he said, no, I am not going to be the king. I am going to go and get Ramchandra ji back so that he can rule Ayodhya properly. So he decided to leave and go look for Ramchandra ji. In the meanwhile, Ramchandra ji, Sita and Lakshman, once they had reached the banks of the Ganga, they sent Sumantra back. Sumantra was Raja Dashrath's charioteer, and then they crossed the river in a boat, and after that they went to Rishi Bharadwaj's ashram. Now when they went with Rishi Bharadwaj told them that you should go and stay in Chitrakoot. So Chitrakoot is a very nice place near the river Yamuna, and it has a nice mountain side, and it's full of greenery, so you can stay there. You will be able to enjoy yourself and stay relaxed in that area. So they all proceeded to Chitrakoot, and there they made a little hut for themselves, and they were living in the jungle as desired by Queen Kekai. Now Bharat went looking for them, and he met Sumantra, told them that they have left in a boat, and he found them in Chitrakoot. So he reached Chitrakoot and he told his brother Rambhaiya, please come back, please come back. I am not going to be the king because you need to be the king. Because you're the elder brother, you're the eldest son. So Ramchandraji said that, our father had promised your mom that he will give her 2 wishes because she had saved his life. And I don't want his promise to be broken. And your mother has requested that I should stay in the forest for 14 years and that you should be the king during this time. So please, Bharat, go back. Now that our father is not there in this world anymore, let's respect his last commitment, his last promise, because all his life he was a man of his word. He never broke any promises, and now because of you and me, he should not be remembered as a person who has broken a promise. So let's just be, good brothers and good sons, and you go back and you take care of the kingdom because Ayodhya needs you at the moment. So since the elder brother told Bharat, he said, all right, but he said, Rambhaiya, can you give me your sandals? So Ram was amazed, why is he asking for my sandals? So he said, all right, you can take my sandals. He said, please give them to me as a blessing. So he took his sandals and he went back to Ayodhya. In Ayodhya, everybody was very, very sad because such a lovely king, such a benevolent king, King Dasharatha had died, and the prince Ram and Sita, they both had left, Lakshman had left. So even the birds, animals, people, everybody was very sad. But when Bharat came back, they were a little relieved. Now what Bharat did, to his mother's disgust, was he put the sandals on the throne, and he said the Ramchandraji is going to be the king of Ayodhya now and forever, and he has told me to look after Ayodhya, which I will do as his younger brother till he comes back. But Ayodhya will be always under Ram's rule. And he put the sandals on the throne, and they were declared as the king, as Ram as the king. And then he shifted out of the palace. Can you believe it? He left all the luxuries of the palace. He made a small hut near the palace because his brother was also staying in a hut in a jungle. He made a hut for himself and he stayed there and he ruled Ayodhya from the hut. So this was the great love and bonding between the brothers, the great respect they had for each other, the kind of, to the extent they could go to, show that respect for each other. So this is so amazing in this story. So this is the kind of family bonding we should make. This is the kind of respect we should have for each other's promises, and always keep the larger picture in mind rather than wanting personal benefit in life all the time. So Bharat could have also jumped at the idea and become a king and ruled Ayodhya nicely, because that is what he was officially allowed to do, because his father had agreed to it and his mother was very much there in the palace to support him. But he did none of that. He humbled himself and he looked after Ayodhya with due respect to Ram as the king of Ayodhya. So isn't that amazing? Isn't that an amazing story? And this is a mythological story as well as a true story. And it is a story which is more than 5,000 years old. And still in this age we need to learn so much from this story. Don't you think so? So if you've enjoyed the story so far, subscribe to my channel, share and like. Do send me some comments so that I can come up with the 4th episode tomorrow for you. So enjoy the Ramayana, and if there's anything you want me to add to it, do let me know. And I'm also, trying to give it to you in brief. This is such a big epic. Ramayana is a thick epic like this. So if I miss out on any point or anything, I am really apologetic and I humbly apologize for that. But I'm trying my best to give you a short, story in story form, a complete Ramayan for all the little children, so that they get a basic overview of what this wonderful epic is all about.